Okay guys, I'm really sorry. I have no idea why the program I was using crashed, but we only have like a few more minutes anyway, so I'm just going to finish up this last problem and then we'll be done for today. And then hopefully you understand the concepts a little bit better to do some of the questions I didn't go over, okay? So anyway, I got to this point. I will just post another video on YouTube of me talking for like 5 minutes max. Anyway, so we have this KSP we set up because we're looking to see if this is precipitating, right? So we have this KSP split up. We found the solubility product constant. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to set this whole thing to Q. So, what I mean by that, in this problem, they actually gave me in parentheses, KSP is equal to KSP of cobalt nitrate. So I should say cobalt nitrate again. So all of these values are for the same thing. Is 1.3 times 10 to the negative 15th. So we're trying to find the value of cobalt hydroxide. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that this is equal to Q. We're going to end up saying, we set it up as a KSP, but we're going to say Q. What does Q mean? I'm confused. It's not KSP. What is Q? It's exactly the same thing as KSP. We just call it Q to say that we're talking about two different substances. KSP is talking about the cobalt nitrate. Q is talking about cobalt hydroxide. So we literally set it up. It's exactly the same thing. They mean the same thing. Q and KSP mean the same thing. You set them up exactly the same way. It just means that Q is what we're finding and KSP is what's given to us. Okay? So anyway, we say Q is equal to that. So we're going to say that cobalt 2 plus is equal to what's given to us in the problem. Why is it equal to what's given to us in the problem? Because 0.020 molar of cobalt nitrate is the same thing. Cobalt 2 plus, there's only one cobalt here, there's only one cobalt here. So that means that my concentration of that will be the same as what's given in the problem. Common ion means it'll have the same concentration. Then we can take pH is adjusted, so hopefully you guys can see all of this, okay. pH, it says in the problem, the pH is adjusted to 8.5, right, of cobalt nitrate. How do I find the concentration of this OH? I find the POH. POH plus pH, or pH plus POH, however you want to write it, should equal 14. My pH here is 8.5. So, POH plus 8.5 equals 14. Therefore, meaning my POH is equal to 5.5. From POH, I should be able to find concentration. How do I find concentration? What is the reverse of putting a P on something, right? If I put a P in front of it, it's negative log. What's the reverse of negative log? To find concentration, we want to find concentration. 10 to the negative POH, or 5.5 in this case, 10 to the negative is going to give me OH concentration. So that's the reverse of negative log, 10 to the negative POH. And that ends up being 3.16 times 10 to the negative 6 molar. Okay? So that means my Q, also known as KSP, same way you set it up, is going to be that 0.02 times my OH concentration, which I just found, 3.16. We do not have to multiply it by 2, right? Because it's already assumed that if we found the concentration of OH, it's assuming that it's 2 times, okay? So now, 3.16 times 10 to the negative 6, but we do have to, as in this problem, square it. And that's my Q. Okay? So then we have to evaluate the Q to the KSP given in the problem. Let's get a new sheet to finish this up. My Q ends up equaling 1.997 times 10 to the negative 13, and my KSP given in the problem is 1.3 times 10 to the negative 15th. So Q is greater than KSP. If Q is greater than the KSP, yes, precipitate. And you can just say precip if you want. If Q is less than KSP, no, precipitate. Okay? If Q is equal to KSP, both of them are in equilibrium. Alright, so that is all the time we have for Chapter 17. We did an hour. Yesterday I went 7 minutes over. It's just so you could understand them. Please go over that last ice chart. Know how to do that. Ask your TAs ask other in other sessions how to do any problems that I did not go over, but you should be able to follow pretty easily after me going over what I did today. So there will be 2 videos doing this last problem on another one. So sorry about that. I didn't realize that the program had crashed on me. So good luck, guys, and I'll see you on Thursday.